this is very interactive. You when you use it, okay. See, it just shows you all the stuff. Okay, it gives you a picture of it. So let me see if I can go back, or I don't want to close anything that unwanted. Okay, so those again, just continue. You're going to continue looking at this. See the hardware components. So what do you see here? So there are keyboard, which is input device, and there is monitor, and there is processor, which is inside the computer. Processor is like the brain of the computer. It calculates everything. It decides what to do with the information and reads the commands from the user. That user is the person that uses the computer. When the user enters something, everything is converted into zeros and ones, and then the processor would decide what to do with those commands. So everything, all of these happens in the computer processor. And then main memory is where everything is stored while the computer is on. As soon as the computer, the power goes off, everything in the main memory will be erased. So you won't see, there won't be anything left there. So in order for you to save information, you have to take the information from the main memory and put it on a device like flash memory or CD or DVD or hard drive. Those are permanent storages, but main memory is temporary storage while you are working on a computer. Is there, like, for example, right now I'm showing you this, but this is not saved. If I want to save this, I have to move it into a hard drive or a CD. So so these are some components. So USB drive is also called secondary storage. Okay, hard disk is also called secondary storage, and also network. Who can tell me what network is? Not Alex, somebody else. Can someone tell me what? Oh, did I move? Change the screen again? Oh, let me see. What happened here? Okay, can someone answer the question, please? Okay, I can see. You can also chat, put your answers in the chat. Okay, it says you are sharing the screen. Okay. Um. Okay. So I want to see the participants. Anybody? So we have 7 participants here. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have to do attendance too. Let me make sure. So how many people are here? Okay, guys, do you hear me at all or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so can
Yes.
someone answer me? What was my question? What is a network? What is computer network? Just say anything that you know about. Hmm? You see the screen? What is a computer network? Anybody? Okay, you don't want to say it. Okay. Computer network is the way that all the computers are connected to each other. Right now, we are on a network. We are talking to each other. I can even see the video. I can see you. I can hear you. I can maybe chat, type something. So we are on a network. So when the computers are connected to each other, they connect through a network. And in order to do that, we need some devices. The devices are like a computer router or modem, and we need to have a provider that would support us with that. So that is computer network. And what else is here? So yeah, I want, so tonight, if you get a chance, you're just going to read these chapters. And okay, a modern processor club. Okay, so every processor has so many transistors that are built on it. Okay, so how many transistors do you think the first commercial processor chip had in 1971, which is a long time ago for you? Click on a guess. Which one of these do you think is the right answer? It's just, activity. So which one?
2.5 thousand.
2.5 million.
2.5 million. Thousand.
Okay. Okay, when somebody said 2,000, somebody says million. So let's try and see which one is. I click on 2.5 thousand. Okay, what does it say? It says correct. So 1,000 is correct. 2.5 thousand transistors are correct. But nowadays, because the computers are growing so fast, the processor are become more complicated. I'm sure it's going is very different from 1971. So the answer is the first microprocessor chip, the Intel 4004 had 2,300 transistors in 1971. Okay, so this is going to go through every part of a computer and explains a little bit. So now we reach to memory. So what is the computer memory? As I said, memory is the storage, is a temporary storage that is um, while you are using the computer, it saves the information, and then it's going to be disappearing. So that's why whatever, if you want to have it, you have to save it. So temporary memory is called also RAM. They also call it RAM because it's random access memory. That is the short form for it, random access memory. And also they call it main storage. Okay, so there are some questions here. These are the component. Okay, there is a difference between main memory and secondary memory. Main memory is the primary storage that saves information temporarily, and secondary memory is when you finish your work and you save it to a different device. So that is the secondary memory. So here it shows you the differences between them. So main memory, closely connected to the processor, is very close to the computer's processor. Stored data are quickly and easily changed. So you can, because this temporary place, you can just go and change it. Anything that you have typed or it's not saved permanently, you can change it easily. Holds the program and data that the processor is actively working with. So it will store information while you are doing something on the computer. So that's why it's going to be temporary. And interacts with the processor millions of times per second. See how many millions of times per second it's going to interact with the processor. And the reason is everything on the computer, it's converted into zeros and ones. Okay? Everything is converted into zeros and ones. That's why it has to be, so many things should happen at the same time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. And okay, it also needs constant electric power to keep its information, because as soon as the power goes off, this everything is going to be erased from the main memory. But secondary memory is like a flash memory or CD, DVD, and they are permanent. They are connected to the main memory through the bus and a controller. So bus, it's like the electrical circuits on the processor that transfers information from one part to the other part. It's actually um, on the processor. So it's connected to the main memory through the bus, and stored data are easily changed. You cannot go and delete a file, maybe it's easy, or you can go edit it, but changes are slow compared to main memory. Main memory is faster than that. Okay, used for long-term storage of programs and data. If you want to keep, like for example, your pictures for a long time, you want to store it, you use a secondary memory. Okay, and before data and programs can be used, they must be copied from secondary memory into main memory. Okay, what is here? I can't see because it's on my way. All right. Uh, Let me see. Okay. Does not need electric power to keep its information. For example, when you save something on a USB drive, you can just put it away. It's not going to be erased. It's saved there forever, and for not forever, but permanently until something goes wrong with it. But it doesn't need power for it. Okay. So, any questions so far? You can type in the chat. So let me see. Actually, let me just write down your names because I have to make sure that I do my attendance. So meanwhile, you just go to that website and read it. Um, so let me just make sure.
Miss, so do you have to write out a note?
Yes.
So do you have to take a note?
Uh, no, you don't need to. Just read it and try to, because this is a first time and I'm using Zoom. I usually don't use Zoom. I'm going to use D12 Bongo. I show you in class tomorrow how I'm going to use it. So that's why I'm going to post everything on there. So you don't have to take any notes today, but just read this. Sorry, I have to find where I
All
need
right,
to
thank Miss.
go. Yeah. I just want to make sure I have the attendance because I am legally I'm supposed to do it. So let me do the attendance. But while I'm doing it, you just go and read that page. So let me just see who is here. Peter was here. Is Minal here? Yes, but she doesn't say anything. Okay, Alia is not here, or Alex is here. Okay. Alex, Minal, Peter. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay, Peter, Minal, Alex. Oops. I have to get used to Gabrielle and Koa. Okay, Gabrielle. And okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who is the seventh person that I missed it? There are seven. Okay, Peter, Minal, Alex, Kashmit, and Gabrielle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I am the seventh one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. So, okay. Let's mhm. Let's go to the website again. Guys, do you see the screen one more time, please?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes,
So we
Miss.
just okay. So all right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, before I go on, because I didn't want just to teach right away. I know you have been home for a long time, and I just wanted you to start with something. So tonight, this could be your reading for tonight. But do you want to share anything with class about anything?
But do we have to answer any question?
No? Okay, I guess not. Say it again, please.
Miss, so do we have to answer any question?
I don't have it ready. I'm going to post it online, but you don't have access to D12. But I just want to tell you that I am not using Google Classroom because I noticed that I like D12 better than Google Classroom. So you just go to your, you know how to log into D12, yes?
Yeah.
Everybody? Let me,
Yes.
okay, I'm
Yes.
sure you do. Yeah, I know, Alex, I know you did. And okay, so let me see where the chat is. Oh, two people have entered okay. Let me go and enter, let them in. See, waiting. Okay, let's admit, yeah. Okay, Paris is here. Hi, Paris. And Harshdeep is here. Hi, Harshdeep. Yeah. Okay. So I want to see the chat. Do you have anything in the chat? You can type something. Oh, you did. And I have to read it fast. This is too small for me. Okay. I cannot see the book. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. I see the screen. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to use D12 and I will post everything on the D12. I try to be very organized and let you know what you need to do. So if you read chapter 1 tonight of this website, I have a set of questions which I will post it online so you can answer it. But I know I want to ask Minal or Alex that did we do this in your class last year or no?
I don't think so.
Alex? We didn't do it in the web design course? Okay. Because I don't remember if I did this with you. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a set of questions that just question says what is a computer, what is the difference between a hardware and software, what is main memory. So it just gives you an overall idea what a computer looks like and is, and in more detail. So I will give you the questions tomorrow, but you can read it tonight. Okay, so let me just check the time. Okay. All right, we have half an hour left. So why don't we go over to some other things here? So we covered the memory. So here the question says, what is fastest, main memory or secondary memory? Which one do you think is fastest?
Main memory.
Faster.
In memory.
Main memory.
Main. That is right. Okay. I hope you didn't check the answer, but I trust you. Okay. So main memory again, I told you. Just remember main memory is temporary, and if the power goes off, it's going to be erased, and it is called RAM, which RAM stands for random access memory. Okay? So we covered this. Let's answer the question. Imagine that you are using a computer to write a book report on that Tom Sawyer. Where is the word processor program that you are running located? Where do you think the word is located? And where are the characters you have typed? What do you think about it?
Is it asking like
Are you
what
going
memory
to?
it's located
Mhm.
in?
Yeah, it says where the word processor program is located. So when you type something on Word on your computer, where is the Word program saved in? Is it in
The
your hard drive or? Mhm.
uh yeah, doesn't it save to the hard drive? And like the secondary memory?
Yes. Okay, yes, but depends on the computer, depends on the program you are using. Sometimes you install a program, save it in your hard drive, and then you use it. But like Google Docs are something that is saved on the network's
Network.
server. So yeah, that is saved on the network like Google Docs because it's saved on internet. So any you can access from anywhere. But if you save something to your own computer hard drive, you cannot access it from other places. You have to use your own computer to access it. So that's the question is asking. I think the answer for me is depends on what program you are using. And also the other question says, where are the characters you have typed? Let's see what the answer is. Okay. Okay, where is the program you are running in main memory? Oh, that's what they mean. They mean that when the program is running, where is it running from? It's running from the main memory, not the secondary memory. Because um, when you load a program, like for example, right now we are on Google Chrome, we are on Zoom, we are using Zoom. We are using our main memory, not the secondary memory. Right now we are running it on main memory. Okay, running programs are always located in main memory. Um, the permanent copy will also be in secondary memory on the hard disk. So if we always install it on the hard drive, but when we are running the program, it uses the computer memory. That's why when you open so many windows, it uses, and you do so many things at the same time, it will use a lot of computer's memory. Okay, where are the characters you have typed? Again, in the main memory. When you save your document, the characters are copied to a file on the hard disk. So as soon as you finish typing, when you are typing something, it is in the main memory. But as soon as you finish typing, you save it to a flash memory or your hard drive. It moves from main memory to the secondary memory. Yeah? So here is going to talk about secondary memory. I let you read this yourself. I don't want to ruin it for you so you can have fun reading it, but we can, okay, yeah, it's talking about file. What does a file mean? And this is, okay, there's also comparing primary. What is a file? What is it, a file? Okay, I can't see the chat. Sorry, I have to go back to Zoom to see the chats. Oh yeah, here. It's really small here. I can't really read this, so better not use the chat for now. Okay, secondary. Okay, so in secondary memory, um, okay, can someone define file for me? What is a file? You can
Isn't
unmute.
a file like an object that stores data?
Yes, you can say that. Also, yeah, it is a file. Yeah, it is an object. That's true. A collection of data on a disk that has a name. So when you save a file, you give a name to it and then save it. So that's the place that you have stored your information. And in computers, in order for you to be organized, you should always name your files properly. Don't save something like document one or Java program one, then you will get confused. But if you give the file a meaningful name, for example, you say my history project, then anytime you look for it, you know what name to look for and where to find it. So it's better to be very organized when you are using files. Okay, here again, it's repeating itself. It's comparing primary memory, which is the main memory, to secondary memory again, which we talked about it before. Primary memory is fast, secondary memory is slow. Primary memory, which is primary is the same as main memory or RAM. It's expensive, but secondary memory is cheap because primary memory comes with the computer. It's built in to the computer. When you buy it, depends on how much RAM the computer has. The computer could be cheaper or more expensive. So primary is more expensive than the secondary. Like you can buy flash memories, for example, for $10, but RAM are a lot more expensive. If you want to add RAM to your computer, you have to pay a lot more money for it. Okay, RAM or main memory doesn't have a lot of capacity. It means that it cannot hold a lot of information. It has low capacity. But secondary storage has large capacity. You can save a lot of stuff in your computer hard drive, a lot of stuff on your USB key or CD, DVD. You can use, it has a large capacity. Okay, primary memory works directly with the processor. It goes back and forth to the processor, but secondary memory you can store it somewhere else, not connected directly to the processor. It just when you plug it into the computer, you use it, but when you can take it out and it's not even connected to the processor or the computer. So these are the differences between main memory and secondary memory. All right. Can someone, maybe Alex, because I hear Alex's voice. Can you read question 7 here for us?
Say that you have purchased the game Doom 4 and have installed it on your computer. The game consists of a program that controls the action of the game, data, the images, and other information. After installation, where is each part of these? Wait, sorry. After installation, where is each of these parts located in your computer system?
Okay. Do you have a guess? What do you think? When you install something, where are the program? In the main memory or secondary memory?
Wouldn't it be secondary
Secondary
memory since
memory.
you installed it?
Perfect. Yes, that's Peter. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It could be in this, it should be in the secondary, but let's see if we answered it right. Okay, after you have installed the game, oh, that's the question. Okay, a program on the hard disk, data on the hard disk, both of them. But when you play the game, like its various parts are copied from the hard disk into main memory as needed. So when you're playing, it takes the information from the secondary memory and brings it to the RAM, to the main memory. Yeah. So this is the difference. All right, so we covered those. We can, let me see the time, 1:55. We have 20 minutes. Okay, so the other component of a computer system is input and output devices, which we talked about it, and Alex also answered some of the questions. He said, for example, microphone is an input device, and speaker or printer are output devices. So input devices are when the information gets into the computer. So always remember, a computer is like a processing machine. It's like a food processing. Okay, when you make a shake or you want to um, create a shake in the morning. You add milk, banana, maybe other stuff, some berries, and a little bit of honey or sugar. So these are your raw information, is raw input. These are is not mixed yet. So you put these in, so those are your input. Then you turn on the machine processes them and changes the raw material into something else. So when you have a shake, it's not the same as before, it's mixed. So that is your output. So computer is like a processing machine. Input, processing, output. So always remember this, because when we write programs or when we code, we always have to think, what is the input of this program? What are we going to do to process this? And what would be the output? That's why we have to think very logically when we write codes. So that's why it's important to realize the difference between input and output devices. So for example, the input devices are like keyboard, mouse, microphone, barcode reader. When you go to the store and they scan an item in the cash machine, that is like barcode reader. Graphics tablet, and output devices would be monitor, printer, speaker, and some other things. Maybe we any, I don't know if is there any other output device other than these three? Hmm. How about, yeah, speaker we said. I can't think of anything else right now. Or yeah, a picture is going to be on a monitor, so it's still sorry, what is it? Any output devices other than monitor, printer, and a speaker? I can't think of any.
What
But
a projector.
oh yes, yeah, projector, but it still is monitor. It's taking from monitor and projecting it. But for input devices, I can think of joystick, like the games, you know. Yeah. But anyways, so these are the different types of input and output devices. So question 8 says, do you think that data transfer from the network is slower or faster than from main memory?
Slower.
What do you, is slower? It's, and what is the reason to be slow? What do you think?
Mm,
And okay, I think the reason is because the network is connected to too many computers. It has to go through the whole network. It's like crowded. But when you have just one computer, if the computer is not connected to network, which I don't think you have seen anything like that, because in our age, like in older days, the computers weren't connected to internet or each other. We only had one desktop computer and we would use it. We couldn't communicate with other computers because we didn't have network. Like when I went to school, maybe 20 something years ago, I went to university, the computers weren't connected. So therefore they were faster. It was just one computer and it was faster. But nowadays that the computers are connected to each other, it's like crowded bus. it's it has to go through a lot to get the information to us. That's why it becomes slower. But because the technology is growing fast, the speed is also getting better. So now a lot of us don't have problem. We are on our cell phones all the time and everything is fast, fast, fast. We click, we get the answer, we click and we see something. So the information is very fast. Let me see if there was somebody else coming here. No. Okay, maybe that was an email. So 8 participants in meeting. uh Okay, I just wanna make a note of people who joined. This was Harshdeep. And oh, did I admit these people? Yeah, admit all. Okay. Oh, but so how many? Okay, I have 13 people. That's good. Sorry, guys. So why don't you read this for yourself until I check my attendance again, because some people came late. Okay. B terminal, Alex. Gabriel, Paris. Oh yeah, Paris. Paris, how's your brother? Mystery. Paris. And Harshdeep. And sorry. When I see you tomorrow, it would be better because I can see your faces. Harshdeep. and Bab Babnit, Harshdeep. So Harshdeep has two. Harshdeep, did you log in twice? I see two Harshdeeps here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see two of you here. I don't know how this happened. And then,
Oh, I logged in from two devices.
oh, so that's why. Okay, that's okay. That's okay, Harshdeep. Sorry, I'm looking for. Okay, so Isaac is absent. Janet is not here. Good. Alex. Oh, Alex is here. All right. So, okay, I have somebody left, huh? 12. Okay. Uh, Cynthia. I don't know the name, so that's a little hard as well for me. Okay. So I had about 13 students, but 12 is left. Okay. So yeah, let's go back to our screen. Um, oh my goodness, I did, okay, IO. Okay, so IO, let's see how much time we have. Okay, 2 or 3, we have a few minutes. Do you have any questions so far, guys? No? Okay. So, oh yeah, I wanted to tell you that in this course, we are going to learn Java programming. And I usually use Dr. Java as the program, but some people like to use NetBeans and some people like to use BlueJays. No, it was another one. I forgot. Sorry, I forgot the name. But some people use Blue Jays and some people use Dr. Mostly we use Dr. Java because we have Dr. Java on our computer. And yeah, but anyway, so let's just, for now, we are focusing on computer hardware. So this I stands for input, O stands for output. So input output devices are usually called IO devices. So I want you to also read this one and try to answer the question. Is a game controller an input device or an output device? What do you think? Is anybody here?
Input.
Yeah. Sorry?
I think it's input.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Uh, yeah, it says input. Although some game controllers have, what is it? What is tactile feedback? I don't know what that is. Do you guys know you play games? I don't know what tactile feedback is. And our output devices. Yeah, sometimes some devices can both be input and output devices. Like an example would be a monitor. When you have a touch screen, you can input information with your fingers. You can just touch the screen and the input will go into the computer. So you can click on a button with your finger and that the computer will do something. So that would be input device, and the result also are going to display it on the monitor. So that would be your output. So the monitor is both input and output devices. Okay. So embedded systems, okay. Embedded systems is like everything, most of the things right now has computers inside them. Like when you buy a car, you see that they have sensors. Those sensors are computerized, as are computers actually inside the car. So they have programs in it, like they sense something. And who writes the programs? The programmers. You guys are going to learn how to make programs, and you are the one that are going to create a lot of stuff like that. So like microwave has some programs in it, and somebody has written that algorithm and put it in the microwave. So there are those are called embedded systems. So Let's see what it says here. A computer system that is part of a larger machine and which controls how that machine operates is an embedded system. Usually the processor constantly runs a single control program which is permanently kept in ROM. ROM is read-only memory. So this is a memory that it doesn't change, it's fixed, it is built. So when they make something in the manufacturing, they create that. They put some programs in it and then it stays in. It's called read-only memory. You cannot change it after you buy it and it's like that. So that is also called an embedded system. Okay. So who wants to read the question 10? Hmm? Anybody? You can unmute yourself and read it.
Yes, I can read it.
Is only you? How about others? Okay, Alex, thank you. Go
Your
ahead.
automobile engine is controlled by a computer. Do you think that this computer has input devices, output devices, main storage, and secondary storage?
Okay, what do you think before we click?
Mm, well, I think it has all of those,
It
right?
looks like, I think so too. Yeah, let's look. Yes, yes, only the last one it says no. See? It doesn't have secondary storage. Hard disks do not hold up well next to a car engine. I wasn't sure about that. So yeah, it has every all of them except for the secondary storage. Yeah, so examples is like that. Input devices in the car are various sensors throughout the car, um, and output devices are like um, actuators that perform actions and controlled by the computer. I don't know an example. Anybody is good about cars here? Because I'm not very good with cars, so I don't have an example for this. So what could that be? But I know about sensors. When you want to park the car, and it tells you that, oh, there is something behind you. Be careful not to hit it. So these are also programs. These are computers actually. Okay, and main storage RAM holds the program, and uh, there must be enough RAM to hold the current data and results. Yeah. Okay.
Um, yes.
Yes.
Darian's asking me if if you could let him in.
Oh, there are people. Sorry, say it again. What did you say, Alex?
Darian's asking me if you could let him in the call.
I let him. I don't understand. Sorry.
He's waiting
Darian,
for you to let him into the call, miss.
Who?
Darian, Darian.
Oh, somebody's waiting. I didn't see
Yes.
it. Where
It
is
says
he?
at the top one person is waiting.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
was waiting for a while.
I am sorry. Yeah, thank you. Admit.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Darren. I just noticed that. I'm not very familiar with Zoom. I used it, but I never hosted it. So that's why I'm a little. So, Darren, sorry, but I won't mark you absent. Okay, Darren? I just write you as present. Darren is present. Okay. So, guys, so far we covered the computer hardware. So, I think we should stop here because software is different. So, why don't you guys review these? And if you like, you can continue reading the rest of it. But I want you to read until computer software. And then I will give you the questions. I will post it tonight, and anytime try your D12 and see if you can access it. Okay. So do you guys have any questions about the course? Anything? I can.
Wait, so, what's the homework? So we have to do the questions and that's it?
Yeah, for tomorrow. I will post the questions and you will have to go through this website and answer the questions. Yeah, for tomorrow. But tomorrow in class, I'm going to show you Dr. Java and we are going to start writing at least one small program because I want to start programming right away because the course is too short. We cannot waste time. We have to go fast because the course is going to finish in November. So by then, at least we have to learn the basic things about programming. So let me see, we still have time. So, oh, just 3 minutes. So Alex, do you remember or anybody else, what were the concepts we learned about programming? Do you
What do
remember
you mean
anything?
concepts?
Concepts like variables,
Oh,
if it's
yeah, I remember most of that, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. So we have to learn about variables and if a statement to make a decision inside the program and to have a loop. Loop means that something goes on many times. So we are going to learn about that. We are going to learn about methods and arrays. So I have to create the course very fast. It has to go fast because I want you to learn everything. But today, my class wasn't ready until this morning, so I couldn't be as prepared. But it was very nice hearing you and seeing your names here. So very nice meeting you all. And I think, yeah, we can finish it. It's 2:13. If you don't have
What?
any question, bless you. Do you guys have any questions about anything? If I can see the chat, this is too small.
Miss, are we only
Yeah.
gonna learn JavaScript this year?
No, we are not doing JavaScript in this course
Oh,
because JavaScript was for mostly web design and it's a nice language, but this is Dr. Java. We are going to use Dr. Java. We are going to write mostly text-based, not colored like
okay.
JavaScript. Okay, but we are just going to learn about the logic behind writing a program. Okay, so mostly we either have to do some calculation or problem solving because programming is all about problem solving. Anyway, so I had 13 students, which is good. And please don't be absent because we are keeping track of people attending. And if you get bored or you don't understand something, please let me know. And that's it, I guess, for today. And I will see you tomorrow in class. I mean, not all of you. So the rest of you can, the cohort B can check the D12 and see what is there. I usually post something that you will have something to work on. Okay?
All right, 10 minutes.
All right, it was very nice seeing you all and take care of yourselves, guys. And I know I missed a lot of you. I missed my students during the last 7 months. I'm happy to be back. Okay, guys, have a good night and see some of you in class tomorrow.
Bye, miss.
Don't
Bye,
Bye.
bye,
miss.
Alex. Bye. Don't forget to
Bye,
check.
miss.
Bye. Check your D12, okay? Bye.
Okay, bye.
Have a good night. Bye.
You too, miss.
Bye, Alex. Okay, and if you can't end the meeting, I will end it. So yeah, Kashmit is here, Paris is here, Hardip. Okay, Ravindra. Okay, okay, I'm going to end the meeting. So you
Bye,
can.
miss.
Bye. Have a good night.